All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. All right, so in today's live stream, we're going to obviously play chess and we're going to talk about what we can expect from the market this week. It's going to be a big week for the market. We have a Fed rate cut coming up Wednesday. And most likely I think, let me check the Fed watch tool, but I think we're like at 95% or 94%. So almost 100% certainty that we will be getting this rate cut Wednesday. I don't think there's going to be any surprises. But let me look at the percentage really quick. 86.2%. So if we remember for September and October, the percentage for a rate cut was around 93, 94%, but 86% is still pretty good. I think that really locks in a 25 basis point cut. So it's really going to be bullish for the market. Now we have been taking a downturn, ever since 2 to 3 weeks ago. We have recovered pretty nicely, but we still haven't gotten back to, like 2 3 weeks ago, the highs from 2 to 3 weeks ago. If we think about the highs, we're talking about 94, 95,000 for Bitcoin, and for equities, let me look at equities. I think equities recovered pretty well, but it looks like the Nasdaq is at 23.5. And it looks like a couple weeks ago we were at 24.1, so we still haven't recovered all the way. The Dow Jones was around 48.8, so again, still some recovery there. And then the New York Stock Exchange was at around 22.2, and right now it's at 21,800. So yeah, I mean, we recovered pretty decently, but still not back to those highs of a few weeks ago. So I think with this rate cut, it's going to give us some positive momentum and potentially some economic data that's going to come out in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully that continues that positive momentum. Again, I went to the gym and I use this hand sanitizer. It always gets into my nose, and it, like, I don't know what it is. It's just so strong. It just gets into my nose. Let me check my mic really quick just to see that it's working. Let me check my mic. Give me just a second. And I went to the gym and I use this hand sanitizer. It always gets into my nose, and it, like, I don't know what it is. It's just so strong. It just gets into my nose. Let me All right. Check my mic really quick. Just looks like my mic is working pretty good. That it's working. Let me check. All right, so let's go day by day so we can see what we can expect from the market this week. All right, so if we look at Monday, it says economic data. Factory orders gives insight into manufacturing sector strength. So it looks like we have some factory order data coming up. Should give some insight to the manufacturing sector. Treasury supplied 3-no auction important for gauging demand for U.S. government debt. So it looks like that's coming up this week for Monday, tomorrow. Tuesday, labor market data, JOLTS job openings for October delayed due to early disruptions. So remember, we did have the government shut down, so we weren't able to get some economic data that was typically scheduled to come out in October. So a lot of that data is backlogged and is coming out now. So it looks like we're getting that JOLTS job openings for October on Tuesday. And then the markets will be gearing up for the central bank decision on Wednesday, right? The rate cut that we spoke about. Wednesday, we have the rate cut, so most likely 25 basis point cut, lowering the federal funds rate to 3.5 to 3.75%. Remember, this is the third rate cut, okay? I really don't think we've seen the effects of the first rate cut or even the second rate cut. I think with this third rate cut, it's really going to hit the market because at this point we have three, total of 75 basis points. I think there's a lot more to come going into the new year, right, 2026. which is right around the corner. Thursday, December 11th, additional economic data releases are possible. Depending on data schedule revisions, the week has fewer heavyweight reports after the Fed decision. And typically, after a Fed fund decision, we get like a run up towards that decision, right? Because it's kind of already scheduled in, accounted for. So maybe Monday and Tuesday, this is kind of what I'm predicting. Monday and Tuesday, I think the market will spike up knowing that we're going to get a rate cut Wednesday. But typically, after we get a rate cut, the market always tends to crash. Not a lot, but it just tends to go down because I think it's one of those buy the rumor, sell the news type of events. And then later on, maybe a few weeks after, we kind of get that full effect of the rate cut. But we'll see. It may be different this time. Additional economic data releases. Okay, so that's Thursday. So Friday, trade balance and other macroeconomic data may emerge, though nothing major stands out in some of the previews. Markets may react overall, tone set by the Fed decision, plus data flow over the week. Now, what's key, what people are going to be paying attention to Wednesday is really not the rate cut. The rate cut is already kind of, factored in. What people are going to be paying attention to is Federal Jerome Powell's speech afterwards. His people are going to ask him questions and get that forward guidance for potential rate cuts in the future. So that's what people are going to be paying attention to. So depending on what he says, it may trigger the market to go down or up. So I really don't think what we need to be paying attention to this week is the actual rate cut. We need to be paying attention to what Jerome Powell's going to say at his speech, when he's taking questions. So that is the most important thing, right? Because the rate cut's already factored in. We want to see what he says. Are we going to get rate cuts? And I'm not sure when the next meeting is. I'm not sure if it's in January or February. I'm not sure when the next one is, but we want to. That's what you want to pay attention to, right? Essentially, and we'll see, right? We'll see how the market reacts, and whatever he says. If the market goes down, obviously they're going to take what he says as negative, and if it goes up, they're going to take what he says as bullish. So you should really be paying attention to how the market reacts Wednesday. Around that 3 to 5 o'clock range, because that's going to give you a tell sign if they're bullish on what he's going to be coming out or what he said, after he gives that rate cut. But yeah, so if we take a look at crypto prices this morning, I mean, again, it's just back and forth, honestly. Like for Bitcoin, we've been bouncing around 88,500 to around that 91,000 mark. I think the next milestone for Bitcoin is getting back to that 100K mark. Everybody got used to that six-figure Bitcoin, especially when we were at 123, 126, like 2 to 3 months ago. So people are looking to regain that six-figure mark. And I think from there, we can continue the bull market. Again, it looks like this bull market is going to be extended into 2026. My prediction is that we go into the first quarter of 2026 really bullish. Because again, we do have midterm elections next year, so that's around November. So in my opinion, the administration does want to see the market up. It's going to help them with midterm elections. So typically they want the market to do good before those midterm elections. That way it could sway the people. So you definitely don't want to start the year off negative. And if you do, you really want to turn that around. So I don't think that's going to happen, especially the fact that we had October and November overall it was down months for crypto and in the stock market as well, right? You had some stocks that outperformed and did well, but most of the stocks fell. So I think we're going to start 2026 with, a good move upwards. And I think for the majority of 2026, it's going to be a bull year. And then maybe towards the middle, maybe we cool down a little bit. But since it's midterm election year, I think that the people that are involved with moving the market are going to make sure that it does well. That's just my opinion, right? You got to do your own research. Okay. That's pretty much it. That's what I have for the market update. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'll be going live tomorrow around, maybe actually I'll probably go live early tomorrow because I do have the day off. Or I may go live in the afternoon like I typically do, but I may just do it early. Who knows? It just depends on how I'm feeling. I usually like if I have the day off, I like to get the live stream done early. The only thing is that the market has not opened yet. So if I do it at 8 o'clock, the market has, it hasn't really done anything. But, and I'm not sure. I think the rate cut, the Jerome Powell would be speaking at 2 o'clock. So maybe right around that time. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure. But I will be going live tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, and we could discuss what we think is going to happen as far as what Jerome Powell is going to say and stuff like that, or what he did say. Okay, that's pretty much it. Let's get into some chess. I'll play 2 to 3 games, and that'll be it for today. See what he's trying to do. He's trying to trap me here. I think I'm going to get him. Oh, darn it. Mm-mm. That was my bad right there. All right, let's see if he wants to rematch. That was my bad. I can't believe I lost that one. Can't believe I lost. Not paying attention. Not paying attention. I feel like I should win this one. He's wasting a lot of time on the clock. Hmm. I think I should be okay. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I think I got him this game. I don't see. I mean, he'll probably come down with this. I see him coming down to G5. But I don't know. He's running out of time right now. Maybe you go to G5 last second. Yeah. All right. Let's see. All right. All right. So I won that game. I'll do a new one. All right. This will be my last game. Last game, last game, last game. But yeah, I think the market is picking up pretty nicely here. I mean, BTC is obviously lagging, but I think November was a rebound month towards the end, but I think December is kind of the consolidation month to get us ready for January. That's just my opinion. But we got to see. I mean, this, like I said, this cycle is different. A lot of people on YouTube talking about the markets think this cycle is the same. It's the same 4-year cycle. Obviously, it's not the same. As far as timing wise, it's not the same. So I think there's more liquidity in the market. I mean, more players in the market, and they're obviously able to manipulate the market a lot more. So the fact that we had the Bitcoin all-time high before the halving just suggests that the market was different this time. And the fact that we were going into 2026, and who knows if we get that parabolic bull run, which I still think we will get, but it most likely is pushing into the new year, right? 2026. Oof, that was dumb of me. Yep, knew that was coming. I wonder if what if I do this? I got to take now. Oh, that was um that was a decent move. I'm trying to figure out what to do here. Oh, I see what he's trying to do. All right, let's move here. That's the only thing I got. Oops, is that checkmate? I don't think so. I think we still are good. Oh, I think that is checkmate, actually. Darn it. All right, let me do one more. I didn't like how that one went. He declined, of course. All right, just do one more. Let's get that back. I don't like ending a game. I don't mind losing, but not losing like that. That was too much. Let's do this. Put the pressure. Put the pressure on him. Oof. Darn it. I'm playing this one sloppy too. All right, but I think we're okay because he did that. Yeah, he's definitely playing this terrible. Yeah, okay. I feel comfortable now that I'm gonna win this. Free piece? Bet my thing fell. Hopefully this is not freezing. Let's see. All right, no, battery's good though. Is this? No, it's not checkmate, but I think this would be checkmate right here. I don't think he could do anything. Checkmate. All right, that's how I like to end the game. Like to end the game me winning. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. We have an interesting week with rate cuts coming Wednesday, so should be paying attention to that. And remember, what we want to pay attention to is what Federal Jerome Powell is going to say. Fed Jerome Powell is going to say after. We already know we're going to get the rate cut, so we already want to see what he's thinking about forward looking. So yeah, and hopefully the markets pick back up. They're starting to a little bit, but we still haven't got that full recovery. But that's pretty much it. Oops. Hopefully this is not freezing. Yeah, it is. Let me try to just gain this. Hello. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.